Hello, excuse me. This is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is Terraria. Now, where am I? I am on this floating island here. I'm being menaced by zombies. That's very annoying. Go away. I'm in the middle of something. Briefly, since last I saw you, this bit of corruption is now quarantined, which I think it has. I think I already was. I finished quarantining off this bit of the corruption. I might want to go through it again and make sure it really is completely line everything with brick or something. But that's now contained, which is good because this underground jungle is now safe from it. This bit of corruption is now quarantined, and all I have to do now is this one here. But given this so close to the Western Ocean, what I might want to do is actually purify a lot of this that's right next to the ocean, and then start digging around it. But that is for later. I've also used a gravitation potion, and I've checked. Go away. I also used a gravitation potion, and I've checked all here for any more flying islands, and I haven't found any. So unless there's one hidden in here, which there might be, very unlikely to be one in here. If there are any more flying islands, they're going to be off this way. So I have a gravitation potion, so let's go see what we find out. I have also combined a few of my gadgets together. So I now have hard lava waders, which allegedly enable me to walk on lava. And it says gives me 7 seconds protection from lava. I'm not quite sure how that works. I found in the last session, I found a cloud in a bottle. So I now have, and I combined that with my balloon. So I now have a. So yeah, so I combined that. So combined that with a cloud. So I got a cloud and a balloon from that, and then I combined it with my horseshoe to get a blue horseshoe balloon. So it enables me to double jump, which is nice. Increases my jump height, which is nice, and protects me from fall damage, all in one thing. So that's actually quite a neat thing to have. It does do one slightly irritating thing though. I was going to light myself up, so I suddenly realised you're just looking at a black screen and nothing much is happening, because you can't even see the map really, because it's mostly underneath my face. I discovered that I could wall climb basically by moving into the wall with my tiger climbing gear. So if I rocket boot up and then go into the wall, when the rocket boot ends, I end up sticking to the wall. But there's no floating islands here at all. That's very annoying. I end up sticking to the wall, and then I rocket boot off again. So I don't actually have to do much to climb up a wall. Except that something about the cloud in the bottle, or the cloud in the balloon, disrupts that. And I'm not quite sure how or why. Yeah, looks like I'm not getting. I'm fairly sure I should have gotten more floating islands in there. Anyway, yeah, something about that disrupts that, so I have to actually do jumps and stuff, which I otherwise wouldn't have had to do. Right, I've got about 27 seconds of this left. Ooh. Got attacked by a floating eye. Oh, there you go. I would have thought there'd be more floating islands. I mean, there's still a couple of places where there might be a floating island. So I guess that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might check. It's very unlikely to be anything in that lot. There might be something in there or there. Maybe in that lot. So I might check that later. Oh, there you go. Well, there is one biome I've not really explored. And that is the ocean. Oh, might as well grab the water leaf while I'm here. Can I not grab water? There we go. Because water leaf, it only seeds when it's raining, so it's raining, so yeah. So I made a little fishing kind of cabin. So I got something to put my piggy bank on. Because you get a bonus for fishing at night and when it's raining, actually. So all my fishing gear's in my piggy bank. What? Switch to your weapon, you idiot. So possibly I want to at some point buy a new new piggy bank and plonk it here. So I've always got access to it. What else? I'm sure I had some more bait than that. I need to find out what shrimp do, actually. Just noticed that it's a material. I also realise I can't actually see when the bait is I'm not going to actually do very much fishing. I just thought it might be amusing. Have a bit of a fish. But I do have a gills potion. So I am in fact going to go and have a bit of a wander under the ocean. Because there are a few things you can only get under the ocean. Another thing I really need to do, actually, when it comes to fishing, you get these. Oh, an iron crate, sweet. You get these fishing quests, right, from the angler, and they all depend on being in a particular place. You know, going and finding go fishing in a particular biome, basically. And there are rules that you can look up on what makes good fishing. And it seems like the number you need a certain amount of water, at least 75 tiles worth of water, but preferably 300 or more, right? So what I probably want to do is actually set up fishing lakes in various biomes. Where are they? I believe I have. So I'm just quickly checking to see if I can make like sashimi, or if I might need a crafting. No, I can make sashimi. I don't think there's anything else you can make with fish. So I'm just going to do that. Anyway, so that was it. That was the kind of spending. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to buy myself a piggy bank purely for placing here. Place all my fishing gear in it, and then, you know. Right, so let's go into the ocean. One of the things that I want to gather while I'm down here is coral. Because coral will enable me to make more gills potion, and I'll spend more time down here. And I know it's actually quite difficult to tell the difference between coral and various other things. And I also want to make a point of killing sharks. Wow, there's not a lot of ocean here. I was kind of hoping for, well, a couple of things really. There are supposed to be, there are chests, there are meant to be chests in the ocean, you see. Maybe I need to go to the other ocean. But good thing I'm getting quite a lot of coral, so I can do that. It's water leaf and coral that it's all about. For oh, there's a necklace. Which I can't pick up. I don't want starfish. The wild jellyfish necklace is pretty cool. Good. It gives me vision down here, which I kind of already have because I've got the miner's helmet. Whoa, my Nelly! Let's get out of here. Right, so I've got a bunch of water leaf, got a seashell, and I've got a bunch of coral, so I can make gills potions. So I can kind of hope that's a not very good ocean. Maybe that's not a very good ocean either, and I've been a little bit down there. Ah, there is a water chest there though, which apparently I have seen. Well, things raining. Seeing if there's any more water leaf. Yeah, I need to set up some sand near home and water leaf seeds for when it rains. Hello, Goblin Scout. Don't want seashells either. New. Right, having got pretty much all the water leaf I'm going to get from this little track. I'm going to head back because down here I've got access to the underground. my underground, well, what will become my underground minecart, which, you know, with obviously there's no minecarts here yet. There's going to be a, but this does give me the much easier access to my home base. So I'm going to make some more gills potions. I'm going to head to the other ocean and see if I can get anything interesting out of that water chest. Because that looks like to be the only water chest I'm going to be getting. Although I did get one underground, which was slightly interesting. I suppose there's a possibility if I explore underneath the ocean, you know, in that column, I might get, there might be other water chests. I'm hoping for things like the diving helmet and fins and things like that. But we can but see. I don't think you even need to jump there, actually. Great big hole through the corruption. Yeah, I took out the background of that bit. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure there was some cunning reason for it, but I've forgotten what it was. And here we go. Let's grab onto that. At some point I should start doing, I mean, there are all sorts of cunning, fun things you can do with minecarts and minecart tracks. I've seen some very interesting farms done with it, where you just kind of monster farming, so you just plonk yourself in it and just go round and round and round and round. And monsters just get murdered at high speeds. And you get all the delicious, lovely drops. Well, I'm gonna just... See, that's the thing. Right. Jump, jump, jump. See, what would happen before is I would immediately rocket boot up, and now I don't. So that's slightly more aggravating. It's okay. That is just in here. Whoop. Now, the bottles of water you need. I've been carrying bottles of water with me. That was rather silly of me. So, how many coral? Got 11 coral. We'll make that many, I think. We've got some shark fin. Sweet. What I'll do. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of wood leaf, so I should probably just make a something around here. Need to make more NPC housing. What else do I need? I want a glowing mushroom farm up here, especially, and I also want to make a mushroom house. So I'm probably going to take this down and maybe put it somewhere else. Oh, I just want to open up my my crate. Where'd the car go? That jelly necklace thing. You can combine it with the diving gear, which is made up of yet more bits. So it's like it's a multiple stage thing where you whoops. You build this, and then you build this, and then you build this other thing, and then eventually it becomes, you know. Shrimp. What do you make with shrimp? Cooked shrimp. Oh, you need a cooking pot for that. Okay. That's fine. Oh, glowing mushrooms. That's a good thing to have. I want to turn my stock of lesser healing potions. Well, you want to turn some of them anyway into full healing potions. Not that good a trade actually, because you actually are combining two less healing potions at 50 each. Really, it's only useful because you can't. There we go. It's because it really is a problem. It's because of healing sickness. Because you can't. You can only heal so often, so you want to heal a big lump at a time. But you're actually, in terms of each of these lesser healing potions is worth 50. So you just kind of, and then you need to add a glowing mushroom into the mix. I find that slightly aggravating. Not quite sure why. I need to get more bait before I do more fishing, so I'll put my fishing rod away. Really need to sort. I've got all these things. I need to sort that proper storage and decide where I actually want to put things and stuff like that, which I have not done. Like remembering to take my star cannon with me, given I've got about 78 odd ammo. Grab bait with bug net. Blah, 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 blah. Found out what the beach ball is. It's just a toy. So I'm going to keep hold of it anyway because it amuses me. Why don't I have any gold? Have I spent all my gold? No, I do have gold. It's just over there. Silver ore in the wrong place. Beryl claws. Should check to see what that can be combined with actually. Titan glove, power glove. But I don't have Titan gloves, so kind of irrelevant to me. I think I need a separate bit of storage for all the various bits and pieces of various artifacts and stuff that I don't particularly want to get rid of, but I also don't actually need. Have that as a separate thing. Potions should probably go in my safe because my safe is the first thing I put down, and the piggy bank is the second thing I put down. So I should probably do that instead. But there's a few bits and pieces I can actually get out of that. Because they have other places to go. Very exciting watching me organise things. Grab those actually. Seeing as I have a number of worm teeth, I can make unholy arrows and find out what. There we go. Flares obviously go with the flare gun. That was taking up valuable ammo space, that was. Found a flare gun. It was kind of cute, but it's not. Doesn't seem terribly useful to me. I forgot the maximum number of glass bottles or something. 99 glass bottles. That would seem to be the maximum. Let's see what. Yeah, let's check the nearest back. Put the worm teeth in there with them. Oh, am I going to sneeze? No, I'm not going to sneeze. Right, I've got 2 iron crates. Tungsten bars. What was the other thing I got? I've got a blue thing. Sure, I said I had a blue thing. Where's the lesser healing potion? Run out of space for lesser healing potions. Well, I'll check the tungsten bar in here. Carry those around with me until I work out what to do with them. However, really I'm just going to try and find the last 2 places where there might be another floating island. I feel slightly disappointed that I don't have that very many of them. Oh, I need to triple jump now to activate my rocket. Ugh. So I went onto the wiki to find out what what are the numbers? Where do you expect to find floating islands? And he gave me some numbers, and they just seem to be completely wrong. I mean, this is supposed to be a large world, but the numbers just do not add up. So either the wiki's wrong, or my world is not quite as big as I thought it was, or something. I should, from what I understand from the wiki, is that I should have more floating islands than I'm currently getting. Admittedly, I have enough. I've got the 3 things that you get from floating islands, which is obviously really the only important bit. I guess I just like floating islands. I feel slightly shortchanged that I don't have as many as I might have done. Now to have floating islands this close together, but this also means that I'm exploring the map, which is, getting rid of those dark areas is always pleasing, even if it's completely irrelevant. Right, let's go back the other way. Now, if I'd been clever, I'd have tried going extra fast, doing a dash, a fast run off the side of things. Then will I get back in time? Did I spend too much time going this way? I won't actually be able to explore any off the other way. Apparently one of the more efficient ways of getting about is a gravitation potion. Presumably just because you don't have all that futzing about with going up and going down and going up steps and having to fight off monsters occasionally and all that stuff. You can just kind of go for it. All you have to do is remember to hit, up every so often, so you don't crash into the ground. That's all we need to do. I'm thinking I'm not getting another floating island. I've got all the floating islands I'm going to get. It's going to crash into the ground any second now. Well, isn't that sad? Well, there might still be something in there, but yeah. I just have to make another gravitation potion at some point. Well, there you go. Alright, so let's head over to the other ocean and see if I can find that. Oh, haven't made very much railway this way, have I? No, I have not. Got about 10 minutes before I deem this episode to be over. Maybe I need to do shorter episodes. Maybe I need to decide what I'm doing, what I'm going to be doing. In many ways, I should probably start really looking towards doing going to hard mode. Finish off the quarantining and just really go for it. One thing that the fact that there is a corruption kind of tube right on the right at the edge of the map, right on the edge of the water, is that unlike the other side of the ocean, where you have a more normal, you know, you just kind of end up. Well, this is okay. This is as far as I got in terms of making that. Anyway, you've got a more normal, you know, entrance to the ocean, where you know just you get a big long thing of sand and then wait. Yeah, so there's no point if I look at my map, there's no real point extending this tube much further on this way, even if, you know, despite might be worth kind of getting to about there and making even into that drop off there, and then I've got a straight run through the ocean. But over this side, I can almost certainly just go straight there, and then I'm right next to the beach. So in every cloud there is a silver lining, if you look hard enough. Out of the way. Oh, I really want wings. Really do. Whoop. No, actually, that wasn't back there. That was the effect of it, the equivalent of a clay pot. No, blink root. Didn't look like blink root. Don't know why. Alright, so this is the second corruption, third corruption. Quite a lot of corruption on this side. Strange. Just the one on this side of my spawn. There's like 3 on this other side. So much corruption. But yeah, hopefully I've got it contained. water leaf seeds just lying around. Little bit of desert. Here we go, more corruption, because more corruption is what we needed. So I'm going to need to quarantine all this lot at some point. Just kind of no for no good reason, seeing how far that tube goes. The answer's not very far. Now I don't know if the ocean actually protects or what, but you can see there's still just there's a thin layer of just sand. Right. Again, largely interested in coral, but mostly I want to get that water chest. And I have a total of 4 potions, so don't have to overly panic. And apparently I can kill sharks reasonably easily, so there you go. And somewhere around, allegedly, there is a water chest. I walked straight past it or something. No, I haven't. Not quite sure how I knew it was there, but never mind. Strong trident. Rope. Well, that wasn't really worth the anything, really. I've never had very good luck with water chests. Nope. The oceans have generally been kind of disappointing to me. You know, maybe what I need to do is search under caverns and stuff, and maybe they will provide me with interesting things. But to be perfectly honest, not that impressed. Well, there you go. The very disappointing ocean. Well, there you go. Well, I can head back. Apparently, this is where I set my spawn point. That's fine. So as I trot back with my ill-gotten gains, I'm going to say farewell. Please hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these. Please visit us at nearlyenoughdice.com for our role-playing game themed podcast and blog. And until we meet again, gig for victory.